Right. We are discussing about SOP expression. So the given SOP expression is this. So I'm going to simplify it. So here I used distributive law, and took the common terms out and keep the other terms inside the brackets. So here C bar plus C, C bar plus C. What is the law there? We can apply.
Inverse law.
Yeah, by using inverse law, or even we can say complement law. C plus C bar or C bar plus C is equal to 1. Okay, right. Then it comes like this: A bar B C bar plus AB bar plus AB. Right, we are getting this. Here inverse law, or even we can say complement law. Inverse or the complement law. Right. Thereafter, we have to simplify it more, right? Yeah. Here we can take this A as common. According to distributive law, A bar B C bar plus, I took A out, and within brackets B bar plus B. Again, according to the inverse law, it's equal to 1. Here inverse law, here distributive law. Okay, right. Then we are getting the expression like this: A bar B C bar plus A. Right. So here I can change this to A plus A bar B C bar. Here we can apply another law, and furthermore we can simplify this. So the law, sorry, we can apply the law. What is the law we can apply here? Yes, students?
Redundancy law.
Yeah, we can apply redundancy law. Redundancy law is like this: x plus x bar y equal to x plus y. So redundancy law, x plus x bar y equals to x plus y. Okay, here x means we can consider A as x, here x bar. Complete this part we can consider as y. Okay, this is the format: x plus x bar y. Complete this part we can consider as y. So we can write the expression like this by using redundancy law. Correct, good. Redundancy law can have the final expression like this: A plus BC bar. That's all. We can't simplify more than this. So this is the most simplified expression. So this is canonical SOP expression, or even we can say it standard SOP expression. Each and every min term, all the variables are there. After simplified it, we are getting simplified SOP expression. This is a simplified SOP expression. Right. Now I am going to draw this circuit. Yes, if you made any mistakes, please write this down, students, quickly. And we'll go to draw this circuit: A plus BC bar. Okay. Right here, AND gate is there. Here in the middle, OR gate is there. Okay, one AND gate, B, C bar are the inputs. And here A directly comes to the OR gate. Here OR gate is there. A. Okay, B, C bar, AND gate is there. A directly comes to the OR gate, and this AND gate's output goes to the OR gate. Right, correct. So this is the circuit. So we want to convert this one. I told you to, that means use NAND gates or no gates. Students,
No gate.
no gates. By using no gates, we have to draw this circuit, right? Okay. I'm going to draw this circuit using no gates. So here NOT gate is there. So we need one NO gate. Okay. Here AND gate is there. Therefore, we need 3 NO gates. I'll take this one later. 3 NO gates. Okay. This is B and C. A NOT gate is there. Goes to, sorry, like this. B, C, right. So this part is completed and A comes from here. And finally, O gate is there. So we need 2 NO gates to make an O gate. We have to connect 2 NO gates serially like this. And this is the final output. These are going like this. Right, that's all. Okay, so first of all, we simplified SOP expression using Boolean algebra laws. Actually, most probably while we are simplifying SOP expression or the POS expression, distributive law and inverse law is used. And here redundancy law also we used here. And final expression is A, O, B, and C bar. So A, B, and C bar going through an AND gate. And this is the circuit diagram. And we convert that circuit, logic circuit, into no gates. So only using no gates, we create this circuit. Here we can't, yeah, we can cut. Here one NOT gate, another NOT gate is here. This is equal to one NOT gate, this is equal to one NOT gate. So we can cut directly, we can connect C into here. Okay, so C, we can connect directly C into here. And is there any? No, that's all. So likewise, we can draw the logic circuit using universal NO gate. Is it clear? Is there any doubts? Those who got correct, please raise your hand, students. If you got the circuit like this, that means,
Excuse me.
yeah,
So how to find out which gate we have to cut?
that means not that double complement law. Double complement law, sorry, double complement law means A equal A bar bar. Okay. So here NOT gate is there. And here another NOT gate is there. So not means bar bar, it's equal to A. C bar bar is equal to C. So no need these two. If one, if 0 goes through the NOT gate, it becomes 1. Again, if it goes through the NOT gate, it becomes 0 again. That means C also 0, here output also 0. So by using 2 NOT gates, if there are many NOT gates, we can cut it according to the double complement law. Here it's double complement law. So we can simplify further our circuit by applying double complement law there. Is it clear, students?
Yes, okay.
If there's one single NOT, we can't remove it. Here this is a single NOT, no? That means this one, this NO gate is equal to NOT gate. You know, one single NO gate is equals to NOT gate. Here two NOT gates are there. That means according to the double complement law, if we give any input after passing these two NO gates, or even we can say after pass these two NOT gates, the output is same as earlier, given input. Output is same as given input. That's why we remove those two. Clear?
Yeah, sir.
Right. Okay, students. So hope you all answered this question. Please raise your hand, those who got correct. At least until this, that means no need to cut these two. I'm asking at least until this. Right. If you made any mistakes, please correct. Sometimes you may stop your Boolean expression here. Most of you, I think. Yeah. Because it is difficult to identify, we can apply redundancy law here. Likewise, only we can apply redundancy law. Redundancy law means I took x plus x bar y equals to x plus y. No? So here a is considered as x and a bar it is x bar, and y is considered y. For y we have to consider bc bar, completely bc bar we have to consider as y. Then only we can apply the redundancy law. Then it's equal to x plus y means a plus bc bar. Clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, if you have any confusions, please let me know. Right, I'm going to the POS expression. That we'll see POS expression. The given POS expression is, first of all, we have to find out the max terms. Already we found the max terms by using truth table. So by multiplying those max terms, we can have the POS, product of sums term, right? Sorry, Q equal A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C into A plus B plus C bar, A plus B plus C bar into A plus B bar plus C bar, A plus B bar plus C bar, right? This is the POS expression, that means standard POS expression. Each and that means every max term, all the variables are there. So we call it as standard POS expression. Right, we are going to simplify this by using Boolean algebra laws. Right, here we can consider A plus B. Yeah, A plus B as common here. So A plus B, we'll take this part as common. Then within brackets, C plus C bar is there. Okay, A plus B within brackets, C plus C bar is there. Right.
So C dot C bar or C plus C bar?
C plus C bar, no here. A plus B, we took A plus B. So C plus C bar. Just a minute. What is the law we are applying here? Yes, what is the law we can apply?
Distributive.
Yeah, distributive law. Right.
And
So
inverse.
in between this and this multiplication is there, AND gate is there. Okay. Then inside the brackets, just a minute, I have to think little. Multiplication is there. So inside the brackets, yeah, that's correct. We are taking like this. So here in between this multiplication is there, here we took multiplication. So here plus A plus B within brackets C plus C bar. So according to distributive law, and other term we'll mention as it is A plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, here we use distributive law. And C plus C bar, what is the law there? C plus C bar equals to 1. What is the law there? Inverse law.
Inverse.
Yeah, a complement law we can apply here. Inverse law. Then A plus B into A plus B bar plus C bar. Okay, until here, hope you all are okay. You all got this, right? Now we are going to multiply this because we can't find out, only A is there, A is common. So it is not possible to simplify it. Just a minute. If we took A out, B plus plus C bar, is it possible? Took A out. B plus B bar plus C bar. Yeah, there's a confusion. Just a minute. Okay, we can multiply here, students. We try to find out the, take the common terms out. B plus B bar plus C bar. Yeah, we can do like that. No, yeah. A, if we took A as common, B plus B bar plus C bar. AB, AB bar, AC bar. And there are two ways, even we can multiply and get. And by using this way, also it is possible. Right. Okay. So here, distributive law. And here B plus B bar is there. So B plus B bar, it's equal to 1 according to inverse law. No, it's not possible, I think. Just a minute. We'll go for the multiplication. It's better. Yeah. A into A plus B bar plus C bar. And plus B into A plus B bar plus C bar. Here also we are using distributive law. We are multiplying. Is it distributive law? Just a minute. Yeah. Okay. So we can multiply this. A into A plus A into B bar plus A into C bar plus B into A. Even we can write A into B plus B into B bar plus B into C bar. Okay. So A into A. What is the law there? A into A is equal to A. Idempotent law. So A into A equals to A. Sorry. AB bar AC bar is there, AB bar, I'll take AB into here, this one into here, plus AC bar is there, AC bar, plus B bar plus BC bar. But we'll see how we can simplify it. Okay, here B bar, B. Yeah, here we can take A as common and A. So B bar, B comes inside the brackets, B bar plus B, then it becomes 1. So here A into AC bar. So A into A means others comes same as BB bar, BC bar. Here A into A means A, and we are taking A as common. Here A into A. Yes, I'll take some more steps, then you can easily understand. A plus AC bar plus BB bar plus BC bar. A into, yeah, A is common, 1 plus C bar. 1 plus C bar is equals to 1. Okay, then A into 1 equals to A. I'll take that one to here. Sorry, here A plus BB bar plus BC bar. Okay, A plus BB bar plus BC bar. Right. So
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Now it has turned to SOP expression, right? Is it okay?
Yeah, POS expression, while we are simplifying, it may be SOP expression. No issue. Okay,
Okay, sir.
all right. So BB bar, I forget to take here BB bar, we can simplify. BB bar, it's equal to 0. So here we can cut it. No need to take it further. BB bar, the law they applied, BB bar is equal to 0. In what is the law there? BB bar, yeah, inverse law. BB bar equals to 0, inverse law. So BC bar is there. So this is the final one. A plus BC bar. We are getting the final expression like that. So then easily we can draw the circuit and we can convert it into NAND gates, universal NAND gates. So yeah, right. Is it clear? Even while we are applying the, that means laws, there are some confusions. That means we have to remember all the laws. Today we are going to see corner maps. By using corner maps, easily we can simplify a Boolean expression. But in exam, normally they are giving SOP expressions to simplify. Rarely we are getting POS expression to simplify. SOP expressions are easy to simplify than POS expressions. Right, A, O, B, C bar. Right, we'll draw the logic circuit here. A, O, B, C bar. Q equal A, O, B, C bar. Then I comes to A and B, C bar. Here AND gate is there and C bar. A, B, C bar. This goes through an O gate. Clear? Or is there any confusions? A, O, B, C bar. Earlier also we got A, O, B, C bar, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right. We'll see again. That means that POS expression, SOP expression, it's okay. It is not possible to have same answer for that means SOP and POS. Right. I'll keep it as it is. Okay. So we can convert this one into NAND gates, no problem. Easily we can convert, but there should be an issue while we are simplifying it. That means POS expression. I'll see it and I'll explain it in next class. Okay. I think there's an issue because POS and SOP expression cannot be same. Right. Keep it as it is. Okay. Right. While we are simplifying these kind of expressions, we have to remember all the Boolean algebra laws. Then only it will be easy to simplify. Right. Today we are going to discuss corner maps. By using corner maps, we can simplify a Boolean expression very easy way. Right. I'll give an introduction to corner map, students. Right. If you consider corner maps, do you that means have any idea about corner maps or not? Students, do you have any idea about corner maps? Do you know? Then I can go. That means easily explain. If not, I have to explain it a little bit in detail. What about you? Yes, students, do you have any idea about corner map or not? Students, sorry.
No idea.
Right. Okay. Right. Corner map is developed in 1953. Actually, corner map used to make that means simplify logic circuits. By using, we can simplify the Boolean expression, and by using that, we can make the logic circuit simple. Therefore, we can reduce the cost of a logic circuit. Rather than using Boolean algebra laws, corner maps can shorten a Boolean expression easily. It is that much easy, and the cells in a corner map is changed according to the input variables.